Hi, I have 5 minutes before I'm jumping on another call, but I wanted to jump on. It's been a while since I've done a video. I know with the chaos of everything going on, it's hard to figure out day to day what is what, but I wanted to make this video on finding joy in the midst of chaos. Finding ways to create joy around you when everything just feels so heavy. There's those of us that are working from home with small children, with children of any age. Each age has its own level of difficulty, and don't get wrapped up in I hear a lot of like, well, my kid is this age and that's really hard. They're difficult at any age, whether you have an 18-year-old at home who is going stir crazy or you have an 8-month-old at home who constantly needs your attention. It's hard. So don't negate the difficulty. Some things that I've done to find joy is making sure that I am connecting with people via FaceTime or video chat or phone calls or texts or voice messages, letters, etc. We are relational beings, we are community beings, and we need that. Just because we have to stay in our houses or stay 6 feet away from people and can't gather in groups of more than 10 or things like that doesn't mean that we don't still need community and to know that we matter to people. So when you are out shopping, when you are out walking, be sure to smile at people. A lot of people are wearing masks. I'm not, but I know it's hard to smile behind a mask, but you can always wave or say hope you're having a great day or hope you're hanging in there, things like that. Just knowing that we have community is really helpful. And just because we can't come within 6 feet of people doesn't mean we can't talk to them. And I find that a lot. Like, I walk by people in the grocery store and they're like, have their carts shoved over as far away from my cart and won't look at me. And it's like, okay, like, it doesn't mean we're not gonna catch the virus by looking at each other. So calling to attention, hey, good morning, things like that. And people are a little bit like shocked, I think, because we're all just stumbling around in this haze of coronavirus. So don't be afraid to say hello to somebody or to reach out. This has been a great few weeks of getting in touch with people that I should have gotten in touch with years ago. People that are on my social media that I'm friends with, and we comment back and forth on things, but haven't like chatted on the phone or via FaceTime in forever. I've also continued with my micro goals. Being that I'm in my house all the time, I've lit a candle throughout the day. I have my diffuser going on periodically throughout the day. I have a list of things that really bring me joy in my life. Walking, reading. I'm challenging myself each week to take a bath, do a face mask, do things that kind of pamper me. Create fun meals if you can. Food is a way to have joy and have something in our life that just promotes joy and goodness. When we fill up our bellies with food that entices us, and I'm not saying go overboard, but just like sit down with your kids if you can and say, okay, Tommy, what's one thing that you really want, a meal that you really want for us to make this week, and engage your kids in that. Have them, measure out the ingredients and help you cook those things. I know sometimes ingredients are a little bit scarce to find right now, but it can be as simple as spaghetti or mac and cheese or whatever, but just really engaging your family, taking time if you can to sit down and have dinner every night. I know that's not possible when we're living our quote-unquote normal lives, if we're in corporate or whatnot. We don't always get to sit down with our significant others and or our kids every single night to have dinner. So really finding those special times to cuddle with your kids or cuddle with your partners, and just take advantage of this time, because who knows if or when we will ever get time like this again. I know it can be so stressful when you're worried about money and when you're going to go back to work and daycare and all the things to enjoy this time. And I'm not asking you to enjoy this time, because parts of it are just really hard, and that's okay. So I am trying to find joy in the midst of the hardness. So not just negating the fact that this is hard. So saying this is hard and I can find joy. So find your and. Just a few simple things that work for me, and hopefully they spark something in you that makes you think about some things that maybe you can introduce into your daily life to spark some joy and help you to find some peace and joy in the midst of this chaos.